Hello everyone, and welcome to a new Let's Play. This is going to be Professor Layton and the Curious Village, which is the first game in the Professor Layton series. And I love this game, it's fun, so let's go and do it. It's going to be amazing for all of us. What is my name? I'm just going to use my cheap YouTube name for that, so that's fun. To my dear friend, Bismuth.
The things we saw that day in the village became a secret we would have to keep from everyone for the rest of our lives. Because, you see...
I won't get to talk much in this first part, because we get a lot of cinematics and talking. So I guess enjoy.
I don't understand, Professor. Why are we going to help solve an inheritance dispute?
Luke, my boy, do you really think I would take on such an ordinary request as that? Oh no, this is an altogether unique and exciting situation, and it has piqued my intellectual curiosity. But I suppose it would be best to explain the case before we arrive at our destination. 2 months ago, Baron Augustus Reinhold passed away. Shortly after his death, his will was disclosed. The contents of it were fascinating, to say the least. The Reinhold family treasure, the golden apple, is hidden somewhere within this village. To whomever successfully locates this treasure, I offer the whole of my estate. Naturally, those who attended the reading of the will immediately set out in search of the golden apple. But in the end, everybody came back empty-handed. It turns out that no one had even heard of such a treasure existing, until its mention in the will.
Wow, that's some puzzle, all right.
Quite. Augustus Reinhold staked his entire fortune just to create one more puzzle before his death. What a perplexing individual. I wish I could have met him while he was still alive.
It certainly sounds like you two would have got along, Professor. By the way, just what is this golden apple anyhow?
Some speculate it's a rare antique, while others say it could be a gem, yet its identity remains elusive. But Luke, I can't shake the feeling that this matter is linked to some larger mystery, something huge.
Aha! Is that your famous intuition at work again, Professor?
Well, our first step is getting to town.
This is all so exciting. I hope Saint Mystere is ready for the famous archaeologist and puzzle-solving detective, Herschel Layton.
Oh, Luke, you know as well as I do that I am no detective. Augustus Reinhold's wife, Lady Dahlia, has asked me to investigate the situation. It seems she came across my name by chance when reading an article about me in the papers.
And you immediately decided to take her up on her request?
Oh, well, Luke, a true gentleman never refuses the request of a beautiful lady.
If you say so, Professor.
If she's ugly, you deny all her requests.
We should be nearing the town by now. Look at the map in the envelope and help me with directions.
Right you are, Professor. What in the... What's this?
Lady Dahlia seems to have given us a test. We'll need to decipher this map in order to find the village. She wants to see if we're capable of cracking the mystery surrounding the Reinhold fortune. Care to give it a go, Luke?
I'll do my best. A puzzle like this should be no problem for the apprentice of the great Professor Layton.
Very well then, Luke. I'll leave this one to you. Think of it as a warm-up for things to come.
And a warm-up it really is. So this is the first puzzle, and it's worth 10 pickerats, and pickerats are basically the currency in this game, which you get for solving puzzles. Every time you give a wrong answer, the amount of pickerats you'll get for solving the puzzle will decrease, So don't give wrong answers, basically. My village is on a road that leads to no other village. I look forward to seeing you there. Use your stylus to draw a circle around the right village, then touch submit. Okay. Draw a circle around the village in one stroke. Once you've circled your selection, tap submit. Okay, so now we can draw on the lower screen and do all kinds of weird stuff. Please redraw your circle. I will. No worries there. Okay, so this is our first puzzle, and we'll get a lot of these throughout the game. I think there's about 100 or a little over that. And this music that's playing in the background, you're gonna have to get used to that because you're gonna be hearing that a lot. But anyway, this is the right village. I'm just gonna be solving these right away most of the time because I really don't know what else to do. You can pause the video if you want and try to solve it on your own. But yeah, I'll just be giving the answers and probably explaining them if it's more difficult than this puzzle. Actually, if you there's hints, you can use hints. Every puzzle has 3 hints which you can use, and you're gonna have to use pay hint coins to use these. And actually, I guess I'll show off the hints in this first puzzle because it's almost kind of funny. You can use the stylus for a whole lot more than just circling the answer, you know. Try tracing a path from any village on the map to see if it connects to any other village. Try it a few times until you are confident you have the right answer, then just tap the submit icon. Okay, so basically these hints are for absolute idiots the first time around. Still stumped? Try tracing paths backwards so that you start from a village and work your way back, which is the exact same thing. Actually, I mean, it's not like any starting way is defined ever. This will make it easy for you to see if any other villages are connected to the one you selected. Thank you. Just look for the village that's not connected to any other. In other words, any village that's connected to another can't possibly be the right answer. Thank you. If you take a look at the map, you should be able to see any connections between villages with no trouble. Well, yeah, okay. It's this one. Well done, Luke. By the way, the voice actor for Luke, like, Jesus Christ. Anyway, let's get on with it.
Well, here's my guess. Layton's apprentice saves the day.
Saves the day. That's correct. The only village that isn't connected by roads to another village is the one in the upper left area of the map. It looks like you're all ready to start solving puzzles. Because we didn't just now, because this wasn't a puzzle, let's be honest.
There we go. Now we should be able to make our way to the village.
Right you are. We should see it on the horizon any moment now.
Huh? Professor? Do you mean to say you've already worked out the village's location?
I'm afraid I couldn't help myself. A basic puzzle like that is easy enough to solve with a glance.
Not for Luke, apparently.
Anyhow, you'd best gather your things, Luke. We've arrived.
Ah, this theme is the best. I love this theme. And, by the way, I used this screen configuration because I thought it wouldn't matter, and because I thought that probably wouldn't be splitting up any images, but obviously it kind of is. I still think that this is probably the most comfortable way to watch the DS screens. We'll hear that music later, so I'm just gonna skip over that. Interesting. It appears that this drawbridge is the entrance to the village. And we're stuck on the outside. What should we do, Professor? Oh, look over there. There's a man standing on the other side of the river. Maybe he can help us. Okay, right now I'm noticing that the music's kinda skipping, so I'm gonna pause right here and see if I can fix that. Okay, I think I fixed it. If you haven't noticed already, we're playing this on an emulator. I do have the game on my DS, but I don't have recording equipment for that, because that stuff's really expensive. So we're just going to be playing it on an emulator for now, and I don't think it really matters with this game because you just use the... I mean, there's no control issues or anything, so who cares really? I've bought the game, so you can't even complain. Let's talk to this guy. Good day, sir. We'd very much like to gain access to the village. Could you please drop the bridge for us? Do I look like the sort to go drop in the bridge for a bunch of fancy-looking outsiders? Humph. You've got a lot of nerve. We received a letter of invitation from Lady Dahlia. I don't suppose that changes things, does it? From Lady Dahlia? Well then, I'd love to lower the bridge for you, smarty pants. But the engine is broken and I can only move this blasted bridge with the hand crank. Humph. There's all these infernal slots I could put the crank in, but I ain't got a clue which one to use. Humph. So, Brainbox, you got any idea which one is the right one? Franco turns out to be not very clever, and he's gonna give us our second puzzle. There's no way to lower the bridge and get access across without inserting the crank into the correct slot. Choose the slot that fits the crank shown below. This isn't very difficult. You can even tap it and look at it from different angles. I guess this one's gonna be the best one. Okay, so we have a sharp bit on one that's not an edge. So it can either be this one or this one. And it's not gonna be this one because this has one of them that's one of the squares on the straight edge there, which we don't want, so it's gonna be this one.
There we go.
Layton, you are a genius.
Another puzzle solved.
Nice job. Now drop that bridge. We're still getting some audio skips, but I think it'll be fine. It's not that noticeable. That'll do it. Hold on a second, I'll let her down. Humph. I'm gonna say it again, I just don't feel right about letting outsiders into Saint Mystere. But if you're Lady Dahlia's guests, I guess I'd better at least give her my regards, you hear? I'm sure we'll forget about that. I got a Skype message. Don't worry about it. Yes, we finally arrived in Saint Mystere. I'm so excited. I wonder what mysteries await us here. I'm gonna pause and turn off my Skype. Okay, done. Ha 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 ha. Well look, we'll find out soon enough. Just be careful not to let your excitement cloud your ability to analyze your surroundings. I say, Luke, this is a perfect time to explain how to move about during our investigation. Give the shoe icon in the lower right corner of the touchscreen a tap with your stylus. After you do this, a set of arrows will appear on screen. Tap one to head in that direction. So remember, when you want to move, just tap the shoe. Go on then, give it a try. I hate that we're playing as Luke. Okay, so yeah. It's just the way he explained it. It's amazing, Professor! Saint Mystere appears to be surrounded by thick forest on all sides. Oh, I thought he found the movement amazing. But I guess he didn't. How boring. Indeed it does. But enough talk of trees. We should head over to meet Lady Dahlia now. Okay, so let's. But first I wanna... Oh. I guess that doesn't do much. Okay. Talk to this guy. Because I know that we have to do that. What a dandy set of fellows you two are. Must be new to Saint Mystere, eh? The name's Stash and Scarfrin. And I've got some advice for you. Tap the barrel back there with your stylus. Don't ask questions, just do it. I just did, but I guess I'll do it again. You found a hint coin! Felt good, didn't it? Around these parts, that's what we call a hint coin. When you find yourself up against a really tough puzzle you want a hint, trust me on this one, fellows. And it's just those times when you want to use a hint coin to purchase a hint. I bet you think puzzles will be a breeze now, eh? Think again. There are a limited number of hint coins in this village, so don't go wasting coins on any old riddles. Because if you do, when you come across a real stumper, you'll be sorry. Really sorry. Mind you, hint coins won't always be hidden inside barrels. Check any object that seems suspicious. Got all that? Good. Be seeing you around. Indeed, Stash and Scarfin. Goodbye. Okay, so let's oops. Did you think we should head to Reinhold Manor, Professor? Yes, I do think that, but I was looking for hint coins, you dumbass. Jesus Christ. Ah, Luke. I wonder if that inn gets many guests out here in the country. Is that a hint coin? Is that one? No? No? Ah, there we go, I got one. And another one. I think that's gonna be all of them. I think 3 is the maximum amount you get in one room. Yes, yes. Let's talk to her. Ingrid! Oh, hello, pleasure to meet you. Welcome to Saint Mystere, where our local export is the puzzle. Oh, before I forget, you should know that every time you solve a puzzle you earn a set number of pickerats. The more pickerats a puzzle is worth, the tougher the puzzle will be. They say lovely things happen when you gather enough pickerats. Imagine that, a reward for solving puzzles. For practice, try this little riddle that your hat reminded me of. Think good and hard before you answer. Otherwise we won't get as many pickerats, and that'll be just the worst thing. Puzzle 3, Strange Hats. These 4 top hats are all the same height, but the length of each brim is different. In other words, the hats are equally tall but vary in width. One of these 4 hats has a brim and height that are the same length. Which hat is it? Okay, so this is basically optical illusion, the puzzle. How am I supposed to know this? Like, I guess I could get a ruler and try to measure this stuff out, because I don't see really any other way of doing this. Hold on, I have... I'm measuring this out on the screen. Okay, so it's not D. Is it C? I'd say it's C, probably. No, C is too long, actually. Is it A? It is absolutely A. Okay. There you go, then.
There we go.
I just used a piece of paper to measure it out on the screen.
Another puzzle solved.
Bravo, Professor. That's right. This is a very famous optical illusion. An optical illusion is a visual phenomenon where your eyes perceive things differently than they actually are. There are dozens of known optical illusions. What's the world coming to when you can't even trust your own eyes? I like how I actually thought that D was the right answer. C, actually. I guess I wasn't that far away. Oh, bravo! I think you've got the hang of this. If you try your options one by one, you'll eventually find the answer. However, you'll also encounter lots of puzzles that can't be solved by simply trying all the answers. If you answer incorrectly, the pickerats you can earn from a puzzle decrease. Tough stuff, hmm? It goes to show you how important it is to think for yourself and find the answer on your own. Or look up a walkthrough. Well then, best of luck to you. I'll be rooting for you too. Okay, so I'm gonna be trying to get the maximum amount of pickerats and hint coins and all that stuff, but I probably won't be getting all that because, you know, I don't know the entire game by heart, and I'm probably gonna make some mistakes. Let's not look at this yet because we'll get an explanation for that. Let's move on. I've been thinking, Professor, shouldn't we be keeping a record of our investigation? Should we be, really? You've brought up a very good point, Luke. Let me explain how to go about saving your game. Oh, I guess we should do that. First, tap your stylus on the trunk in the upper right corner of the touchscreen. This trunk contains all manner of information that you can access by tapping the icons. Touch the icon marked Save to save your game. Tap the journal icon to read our notes about our adventure in Saint Mystere. Next, we have the puzzle index icon. Tap it to view all the puzzles you've encountered. Puzzles you've solved have a tick next to them. Puzzles you've seen but haven't solved are blank. You can retry any puzzles you've solved from this screen. To retry puzzles that you haven't solved yet, you must return to the actual site of the puzzle. Don't be afraid to use the items in the trunk to help our investigation. It'll be second nature soon enough. Enough explanation for now. Let's make our way to Reinhold Manor. An arrow marks our path on the map, so all we need to do is head in the correct direction. Right there. Lead the way, Professor. I'm not entirely sure if I'll show the mouse. I probably won't be. Chapter 1. Reinhold Manor awaits. Make your way to Reinhold Manor on the east side of the village. Save your progress. Okay. Alright, so I think that's going to do it for the first part of this video. So I hope you guys are going to enjoy this series because I really love the game, and I will hopefully see you next time. Goodbye.